The information contained in this video is not financial advice, and a failure to correctly utilize the processes outlined and networks used can result in the permanent loss of your crypto. Don't be an idiot. Follow the steps as given.
You know, there's a lot of places and a lot of side chains that you can make money, and they're not all Polygon. One of the most popular ones right now is AVAX, and some interesting going on today with Snowdog, but that aside, AVAX is hot. But AVAX's biggest problem is it's really, really hard to get their gas token on the chain. They have no gasless swap. They have no working faucets. In fact, most of them are scams. But you know what? There's a better way. Alright, so the first one is the most obvious one. Let's send it from an exchange straight to AVAX. So I'm going to open up my MetaMask wallet, which is where I access Avalanche. And once that's open, you notice I'm in Polygon because, I do a lot of things in Polygon. Let's go over to the AVAX network. So I got a little bit of AVAX in here, but for those of you who've used it, it's getting pretty expensive. So I'm going to throw some more in there. So I'm going to go to Binance. Binance, Kucoin, and Gate.io are the only three exchanges I know of that have an AVAX to C-Chain direct transfer option. I'm going to go into my spot wallet. I'm going to click on withdraw, and I'm going to go to AVAX. So currently I don't have any AVAX in my wallet, but you can see that it has a AVAX C-Chain option. The fee is 0.01 AVAX, which at the time of filming was about $1.21 USD. So what I need to do is I need to get the minimum amount, which in this case is 0.4 AVAX. That's just under $50 at the point of filming, which is quite a bit. If I'm just trying to buy for gas, $50 might be a little much. I mean, AVAX is expensive, but it's not that expensive, but I'm going to buy it anyway. Why not? So I'm going to go into my markets. I'm going to select what I want to trade against, and I'm going to search for AVAX. And of course, I'm just going to pull up a standard AVAX to USDT pairing, and I'm going to buy 0.4 AVAX. I'm just going to buy it at a pretty, simple market rate and go back, and it will be in my spot wallet waiting for me with the rest of the tokens I have. So I click on withdraw beside the AVAX. It'll bring me back to this withdraw screen again. I need to paste an address. So I'm going to have to go back to my MetaMask, and the MetaMask address for all the side chains is the same. So I just click that at the top, paste it in, select C-Chain, and it gives me the option to send it. Now, I'm not going to send $40, $50 of AVAX because I don't need that much there, but it's just that easy, and it works the same way on all three. All right, so now that we've covered the fast way, let's look at the cheap way, and it's still pretty fast. We're going to use SideShift.AI, which is a kind of a DEX that doesn't require KYC. It's just basically a coin conversion and movement portal. They call themselves an exchange. They have variable rates and fixed rates. We're going to use variable rates because the fixed rates are kind of crappy. So I'm going to choose Matic over Polygon because, I love Polygon and it's so cheap to use, and I have a bunch of crap in Polygon anyway. I'm going to choose my target chain as AVAX on the C-Chain, which is amazing. I'm going to paste my receiving address in there. You can also click get address from MetaMask if you're already logged in, and it's pretty much that. It's going to tell you how much it's going to cost approximately, and you're going to click shift. So now it's going to generate you an address. You can see the minimum send is so small. It's like half a Matic. That's like basically $1. So you copy that address. All you have to do is head back into MetaMask to your Polygon wallet. So I'm going to have to click at the top and drop that down to open up Polygon. Once I'm in Polygon, I just need to send some Matic. So however much Matic I want to send. And guess what? I can do the barest minimum. You slap that send address in there. I'm going to put one Matic in there and click next. And I'm going to send it and it's literally that easy. I'm gonna get charged like this virtually nothing. It's like a fraction of a cent. And once it sends, it's just going to take a moment to process on the Polygon network. If I go back to SideShift, you can see that it's waiting, and it's going to, wants to see my, there, and it's got it. It's noticed that the confirmation has came through, and now it's transferring the AVAX to me, and my shift's done. You can see that the amount I received is about 0.0003 AVAX less than I should have based on the current market values of those tokens, which isn't too bad. That's a few cents. When you're sending about, $1.88, you shave off 3 cents. It's not amazing. That's like 1.5% slippage, but it's not bad. And my AVAX is there. It's this great way just to get gas, like a small amount of gas. So I know what some of you are thinking, I don't use Polygon, or I don't have anything on Polygon to send to AVAX. Well, you can do this from a regular exchange. So I'm just going to go to my old friend MEXC, which is a extremely nice non-KYC exchange. I'm just going to go to their trade screen, and I'm going to look up XLM. I have some USDT on MEXC, so I'm just going to trade it for some XLM. Minimum purchase here is $5 worth, so that's about 15 XLM. If you don't know how to use this trade interface, please check out my liquidating from Polygon to any exchange video as I go over this in thorough detail. I'm going to go back to my spot account, and I'm going to head back to SideShift. So instead of sending over Matic, we're going to send over XLM, and we're going to keep to AVAX C-chain because that's the whole point here. And we're going to either paste in the receiving address, or again, click the get address from MetaMask. It's just going to send it to the same address. We click on shift, and again, it's going to generate me an address to send this to. So the minimum set in this case is about 3 XLM. Remember, with XLM, you need a memo and an address, and oddly, they have the memo first. Usually the memo comes second, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to go to withdraw that XLM. I'm going to slap that memo in first because they gave it first. I'm going to copy the address, and I'm going to put that address in the address field, and I'm just going to send all that XLM I sent. The fee for this is 0.01 XLM, which is 0.34 of a cent. It is ludicrously cheap. So the amount of money that I'm sending to SideShift is basically nothing. Enter all your verification information, click confirm, and XLM's a relatively fast network, not quite as fast as Polygon, but if we click over, it will see that they have received our transmission and they're sending it to me. So once again, if we look at this, there's a bit more slippage than we saw on Polygon. I would have expected to receive 0.042, and I got 0.041, which of course is like 7 cents. So they're all really cheap. That's it.